3.
Hi Food Network, my name is Beth Ayala. I am 33 years old and I am the senior cake artist here at Cinderella Cakes in Rancho Santa Margarita, California. I have been a professional cake artist for the past 8 years. I love it. I am super passionate about it. I came into this business by combining my two passions in this world, baking and fine arts. So I went to school to study studio art. I got my bachelor's degree in studio art, and then I went on and I studied a little bit of art history at Pratt in New York City. But I have always come back to cake. I have been baking for as long as I can remember. I was always in the kitchen with my dad baking cookies and cakes and making gingerbread houses and doing anything that we could think of that was fun and creative and involved baking. So about 8 years ago, I decided to combine those two passions, and I came up with this career as a cake artist, and I love it. I would love to show you some of my creations. So let's start over here. I was fortunate enough to be on TLC's Ultimate Cake Off, and I won the grand prize. My team and I created this 6.5 foot tall cake with moving parts that lit up, and I'm really proud of my creation. So I made a mini replica of that cake that we created for the show, and this is it. So it was for a Sweet 16 birthday party. We had this globe with the castle on top that spun around. We had spinning butterflies and twinkle lights and all of these really cool things. So that was the winning cake on TLC. And then I also want to show you the picture of me with that cake so you can kind of see the size of it. I am 6'1", and this cake is on a base, but it's still like towering over me, so you can kind of see the scale of that cake. So that was an incredible challenge for me as an artist to try and figure out how to make a cake that big without it completely collapsing, and also the engineering to make the parts move and get the lights in there. It was so much fun, and I was so proud of the finished product. I have made cakes for all kinds of occasions. My cakes have been on My Fair Wedding, OC Housewives. I've had some cakes in magazines such as Bride and Bloom. Come over here and I'll show you a couple more of my creations that I'm proud of. This cake has a really cool story behind it. So it's 4 sculpted hearts. And this couple, this was a wedding cake, and this couple had met in 4 different seasons of their life. Let me see if I can remember. This was a while ago that I made this cake. Okay, so I love this story, and I loved creating this super unique cake for this really unique couple. They had met in high school. The 4 hearts represent the times of their life that they met. So they had met in high school, then again in college. They didn't start dating yet. They were acquaintances and then friends. And then they met at a social gathering with mutual friends, and then they ended up working together. So it was just coincidence after coincidence that brought them together, and finally the guy asked the girl out, and the rest is history, and they got married. So that's their story, and that's the cake that I made to represent their story. Alright, let me show you, this is another really challenging cake that I did for TLC's Fabulous Cakes. So what we did was we made a cake for an auction to raise funds for Susan G. Komen Breast Cancer Foundation. And this is a replica of the very top of the cake that I made. So the cake was actually like 6 feet tall, and it was auctioned off to raise money for this cause. So the theme of the cake was Destination Cure. So this is the top of the cake, and that's why we have the globe and the hearts and then the breast cancer ribbon, and it was all pinks and ivories for those colors. Alright, so you know what? I think what I would like to do is show you how I work. So this week I'm doing a really fun cake, and it is for Halloween, since this Halloween's coming up, it's going to be a Hello Kitty dressed up as a ghost and trick-or-treating. So I want to show you the process and you can see me in action. So thank you! Alright, so I'm going to get started on this Hello Kitty dressed up as a ghost trick-or-treating cake. So here we go. Hopefully it turns out just like I want it to. We got cake. We got modeling chocolate for the ears. We got strawberries for the eyes, and I've been told that the eyes on Hello Kitty need to go really far apart, so that's what we're working on here. Alright, what do you think?
Oh my heavens, Beth! What type of competition are we doing here? This is not kindergarten. This is for the Great Food Network channel. I think we need to do better, Beth.
Alright. I can do better. I'll try my hardest this time. Maybe we should sculpt it a little bit. What do you think?
Okay.
Alright. We'll do something else for the eyes besides the strawberry. Let's make her face a little bit rounder, so it's not so boxy. Okay, so Hello Kitty is going to become a ghost. Trick-or-treater. This should be a pretty cute Halloween cake. It's for a little girl's birthday party. Been working on lots of Halloween cakes this week. I made a couple of skulls out of modeling chocolate and Rice Krispies. Those are going on top of the cake for a Halloween party. So we're just going to get this carved down a little bit more and get some icing on there, and then I will show you the process of putting fondant on it. Okay, so I've got Hello Kitty all sculpted and I've got her iced, and I use modeling chocolate for her ears. I've got the board all covered with grass fondant, or grass green fondant, and I've got my fondant all rolled up. So now I'm going to cover Hello Kitty with this white fondant and hopefully make it drape so that she looks like a ghost. Tricky part, we'll get it beginning it not to tear around her ears. So I would probably say that my strengths as a cake artist are sculpting and painting. I have a background in fine arts, so I pretty much love doing anything that has anything to do with hands-on fine arts, and sculpting and painting are two of my favorite things. My favorite edible medium to work with is modeling chocolate because it's so much like real clay. Except for that it's edible. So much like real clay in that you can just sculpt it and mold it into any shape and form. Alright, so I've made this little pumpkin trick-or-treat bag for Hello Kitty out of cake, covered it with fondant, painted the face on, and now I am painting the little candy corns and candies that I've also made out of fondant here. So I'm just going to finish those up and then stick them in the pumpkin trick-or-treat bag. And then Hello Kitty will have some treats. What's that you say? Why not just go buy candy corns from the grocery store and put them in the trick-or-treat bag? Get out of my kitchen. No, seriously, get out. This is what we do because we love it. There's candy corn. So these are gonna go. I'm gonna glue them in with a little royal icing here. All of these little candy. Ooh, too much royal icing. Oh, there's some more. All these little candies. So her treat bag overflows. Let's see. Some candy corns. That's good, I think.
You're on.
Alright, so I'm just putting the finishing touches on my little Hello Kitty ghost. Some whiskers, you got the eyes on there. And then she'll be ready to go trick-or-treating. And Hello Kitty has to have her signature bow. But we've got a little Halloween twist on this one. It's got a pink skull. So that's going to go right there. And then she just needs her little trick-or-treat basket and she's good to go. So let's get that out of the fridge.
Here you go.
Little royal icing glue there. Bucket of goodies for Hello Kitty. How's that? Good?
Great.
And she's done. Okay, so thank you for spending a few minutes watching my video. I would love to be on Halloween Wars, and I think I would make a great contestant. I've got the fine arts background, I've got the cake background, and I am ready to compete. Super competitive, love working with other artists. I get energized and inspired by them, so I'm your girl. Thank you! Okay, so I hate it when people on Food Network challenges are so dramatic about carrying cakes like it's hard. It is so easy to carry cakes. I have been doing this for 8 years. I have never dropped a cake, ever. I have a lot of work to do, so I'll see you guys later, okay?